what do you tell these young generation, these our young guys that are out there every morning? Nima picha.
Online is about trending. The assumption that since you're online or since you're digital, you don't have to work is very wrong. Find your niche.
Yeah.
Find what is working for you and what will bring money.
Welcome our viewers. We love you so much. It's another great Saturday at 6 p.m. This is Wema TV, Dialogue at the Well. We come to you every Saturday and we are always there to engage you, to involve you in issues that are affecting young people, emerging issues among our young generation, and we have always been there to help you to impact generations. We have always been there to help you to deal with some of the problems, some of the challenges that our young people are facing. So I welcome so much. Today is another wonderful Saturday, and in our amazing conversation, we have a beautiful lady over here, and she is going to introduce herself, and as we get to learn more this Saturday. So let me give her an opportunity to introduce herself. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Mr. Prince. My name is Christine Wamboi. As you can see, I am a digital specialist. That's why I'm here. And I work for a company called Sparkle Media as a digital specialist.
Wow. Christine, welcome so much. And we are so glad. We are happy that you honored our invitation. And it is good you mentioned what you do. And today in our show, as we talk about our young people, as we discuss about some of the issues that our young people are facing, we are in a generation, there is number one, or firstly, we have a problem with our space, we have a problem with the space, we have a problem with money, we have a problem with the skills, we have a problem, that is so many problems that are affecting our young people. And in terms of business, some people have gone to school or mesoma, but okay, they have enough skills, but they are not able to get what we usually talk about, the entrepreneurial skills, so that they can be able to, or they can get involved into some kind of business to be able to earn some income. And today, you mentioned that you are a digital specialist, and today we are doing it online, or we are going online. We want to speak to our young people. We want our young people from these digital specialists get to understand what usually happens around online businesses, or rather electronic business. Can they be involved in this? Can they be able? Is it something doable? Ama kuna wale wanaofanya. And on online business, I'm just, or rather digital business, I'm just going to request you to tell us briefly or do a preamble on that. What usually happens on online business, or generally what is online business? What is internet business? Yeah.
Okay, to answer your question, which is very good. First of all, not many people understand what is digital or online. So everyone thinks it's something, it's about .com, but they don't understand that it's a movement.
Yeah.
It's a whole lifestyle. So when I come here as a digital specialist, this is whereby we are training people on how to open and run a business, how to create a brand, how to be someone who is in the go.
Yeah.
By in the go, we mean you are on social media.
Yeah.
Your business is on social media. You are functioning on social media. You know what is needed, what is trending today.
Yeah.
So by digital, we are online. And by online, it's more or less the same. We marry these two words. We marry the name digital into online.
Yeah.
So Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, email marketing, everything is inside this.
Is all about that. It's basically sharing product, sharing services, along the internet.
Yes.
That is, people are
Inside
going to get
the-
services. People are going to get into business. People are going to get product
Yes.
through the internet.
Yeah.
So I think that is once you once told me that if somebody is not going to in one way or the other, even the people that are involved in the physical businesses,
Yes.
if you're not going to take your business online, one day you're likely to be irrelevant.
Yes.
Because you have always been telling me that the people, if people are getting into a point whereby they do everything online. That is, they are not getting going out doing a lot of window shopping. What
Yes.
the previously used to be called window shopping. There's we don't have.
So now I
so
can
many-
do window shopping on
Yeah.
my phone.
Yeah, on
I
your
can
phone.
sit down. I don't have to go anywhere.
Yeah.
I need a handbag today.
Uh-huh.
I need to go to the salon. I can call the number that I've seen. You have your salon online.
Yeah.
So I can call you. You come do my hair in the comfort of my house.
Yeah.
I pay you through money transaction through the phone. Same, digital.
digital purely digital.
Exactly.
So wale watu wa hapo nyuma wale wanafikiria sasa everything na wanasema hii mambo ya social media ni ushamba, hii mambo ya nini ni ushamba. So these people within no time, if they're not very careful,
Yes.
somebody is going to be out of business.
Yes.
So online business is very important, is taking toll, is what we need in this generation.
Every company needs to move into social media, into digital. Do not be left behind. You find a company that has been running well for years without joining the digital movement. So you find maybe sometimes you're not able to reach some of the clients who are online. They're like, so I have to go and look for them. I have to go physically to these people.
Wow.
While there's another company that can give the same service online.
Yeah. So somebody may be running a business in Nakuru, but it's a global business just because they are online.
Yes, exactly. I'll give you an example.
Yeah.
Twitter is everywhere.
Yeah.
Right? I don't know if you saw the story of the young man in Nyeri who tweeted, and his tweet was captured by CNN.
Yeah.
He was in Nyeri. So you can imagine, he became a brand. His name was known, you know.
Yeah.
So I have so many incidences and so many people who are everywhere. You want to watch an interview that was done in China.
Yeah.
Because maybe you want to buy a product in China, you know. So how do I go about it? I'll just look it up online.
Yeah. So I think we are catching up very well, and we are learning. And I want to tell you that our young people, it is important. Just listen to this wonderful and amazing sister over here. That now, somebody that is out there now, our young people, now the big question is, now, sasa nimesikia what has been said. How do I start an online business? How do I get involved in online business? Is it something that from where I am, I can just get started? I'm just out of campus. How do I get started? I'm just graduated from Form 4. How do I get started? I'm still in school. Can I be in this business? So how do you start getting involved into to electronic kind of business?
This is what I'm going to say. First of all, know your interest as a young person. What do you like doing? Or even maybe you're trying to make ends meet. You've left home, you're in university, you can't make ends meet, you need finances, you can't start asking for money from home. I remember I started selling handbags many years ago in uni because you need that extra coin. How do you make it? Simple. I opened a Facebook page, I opened an Instagram page, I put it on all the social media handles that were available. And back then, social media was just trendy. It was just about putting up pictures. Many people were not really at business. Your business needs to be there. It was not that serious. So we started putting up our businesses, started putting up the handbags. And I'm telling you, the traffic, the number of people who are like, I will pay for delivery. I will pay for delivery. So first of all, find your interest. Find what do you need? What do you need to achieve? Is it financial? Are you trying to solve a problem? Is your business trying to solve a problem? For example, are you going to sell something that has not been there? If you go and sell something in a crowded market, you may not be able to get the returns that you need. So this is where you find a unique product. Right now, the online market, anything is going to be found. Anything. All classes. The most expensive, mtumba. All of them. They're called thrift right now. Right? So find a product that is unique to your needs, to the customer's needs, to your finance, and to your interest. Then create the pages. Do research on your product. Who's your target audience? You need to find out. Where do you want to sell this product? Are you going to just sell it in your area? Don't limit it to your friends. You're going to call your uncle. Online is so wide. You can sell your product. I mean, we buy things from China, from Dubai. You buy hair products. I'm a culprit. Amazon delivers. You know, all these people are opening even delivery stores. Contact such people. Have partnerships with Yam Deliveries. They deliver food. Cook food in your house. What do you need? You just need...
You deliver the food.
Yes.
This cooked food from
exactly.
your house.
You make githeri. You sell it. How much will it cost you? That will, you sell it at 100. Do the calculations. And the best part about online, you can even do courses as you do business. You can learn. You can do accounting. Learn.
I think that's where I'm headed. As we get to how now this person has all that, as we're talking about, he has the interest, okay, they have been able to identify with the problem, they have been able to identify with the products, okay, that are quite catchy in the market. Now, which are some of the skills now that somebody wants to get into online business? Which are some of the skills now? Because that is where I can feel that you are headed.
Exactly.
What is the information that someone needs to gather? What is it that someone needs to know so they can get into online business?
For you to join, you don't need to have such a wide scale. Let me be honest. You don't have to be so knowledgeable. You understand? But you need to be curious. You need to be curious. For example, after you've opened the page, how do you make it into a business? You cannot just open a page, you write there, Christine's handbags. You're expecting to sell. You don't know how to market it. You don't know where to get the followers and the clients. And then what is the point of having 5,000 followers if one person will not promote your business? So you need to know how to scale into the audience that you need, your target audience. So this is whereby you go online and do digital skills that are required. For example, when you're running a Facebook page, you need to have knowledge on how to run a business management ad. This is how you run your Facebook pages. You need to know that you can link the pages. You need to know if you're selling products that can be used in the office, your best place to be is LinkedIn. So don't just sit there and say, oh, I've opened the page, now it needs to function by its own. It's not magic. It's still work. Only difference is you can work from anywhere as long as you have electricity and internet and the proper gadgets. Otherwise, you need to learn how to use the handles themselves. So you need to have those skills. Accounting is another thing that you need. If you're buying, for example, let's say people who sell food, they want to sell githeri. How much are they going to sell a plate? Let's put it into calculation that this person delivers, right? Let's put into calculation that you're going to buy the products, the beans and the maize, the plates, the coverings, and the backpack.
You understand? The food.
Exactly. Because if it's going far, for example, you're in an area where you have to travel to town, you'll need to find a proper delivery. Either you partner with people like Yam or any other delivery, or you do it yourself. You get a bike guy, you get the proper gadgets to carry the food for delivery. So you need accounting. You need to have some of this basic knowledge that is important to run any type of business. Yes.
So there's one term that you mentioned there, and you're saying that it's all about being curious, and you are basically you are ready to learn. You are ready to identify with the skills that are needed to be able to get into the market. Now here comes a young person that is fully loaded with that. Are there some of the online businesses that okay, you have mentioned a number that you can identify with? For example, in Kenya, or as young people from where we are, we are always accustomed to benchmarking. You want to go and learn. You want to go and you know, study and see how this person is doing it. Now, which are some of the areas or some of the businesses, the online businesses that probably are doing well, and the young person that is watching out there could like to identify with, or rather benchmark, hata kama ni kwa hiyo internet.
Let's even start with the example I gave, a salon.
Yeah.
That person is selling a service. They're not selling a product. So if you open your salon, you open an online store, you put your number, you tell them, this is how much I charge for transport. So this person has to calculate the transport to different areas and indicate a general price that will cater for. You will not overuse your money when you're going to work. You understand? So you need to put it into calculation. So an example is a salon, maybe a barber, you have food. You're seeing people who are making these videos, actually even on TikTok. They're selling food, but they don't have pictures of food. They even make a video while cooking. They'll show you a new recipe.
Yeah.
This is where even the curiosity part comes in. Like, you're not just seated, online is about trendy. So
online is about trending.
Trending, yes.
That's key.
It has to be unique, it has to be catchy, and something that I can relate to when I'm seated in the comfort of my house.
What do you tell these young generation, these our young guys that are out there every morning, ni mapicha ana post ameweka pale na ana kakitu, in fact hata bundles ameokoa. Wow. Ameokoa bundles, ama amendadia wifi ya campus pale, then anapika pale akiweka. What do you advise such a person? Or what basically do they need so that they can be able to get into some form of business?
The good thing with such a person is clearly they're interested in the digital world. And since the world is moving there, they will be at an advantage, yes. However, the assumption that since you're online or since you're digital, you don't have to work is very wrong. You know, when COVID began, most people started working from the house. Yeah. And this is where even the online business boomed. Yeah. Because people are buying things, you're not allowed to go outside. But now that means, I think, I remember, I was talking to one of my clients and I was telling them, this whole working from home, you work more. Do you know that? Because it's at 7, I want to cook for the kids. Oh my God, I remember there's an email I did not answer. Or there's a client who's calling. You want to tell me you will not pick up the call? You will pick up. That means digital is work. Yeah. So what I'm going to tell such young people, find your niche. Find what is working for you and what will bring money. Don't assume that you just have to sit down and look pretty and take pictures. It takes time. For me, I've gone through training. I did not start as a digital person. I did journalism. Then I started doing marketing. And then I went into digital marketing. And that is how you create your line. You need to fall into a place. Don't just fall everywhere. You need to fall into a place. Find your niche. What are you good at? Not just pictures. If you're good at pictures, are you trying to model? Then stick to that. Find out, what do models do? Where do they go to? How do they earn? What is the rate card of a model in Kenya at this time? Find out.
The TikTok is called the TikTok generation. The TikTok generation movement, or rather movement, is very busy on memes. What do you tell them? These that are very busy with memes. Mtu ana hiyo ndio unamaliza bundles. Yani unatafuta zile moto.
Let me tell you the joke about that. They're earning. Do you know that? That is a form of earning, because you find that the good thing and the best thing about the TikTok creators, they were looking at the video aspect of it. TikTok has made it so easy for people to learn how to make videos, edit videos, place them anywhere, and anyone can be famous. That's the thing, the best thing about TikTok. You don't have to be on TV to be famous. You're on TikTok. I remember I don't know, I saw someone along Ngong Road and they were doing they were just walking. I realized, oops, I've seen this person on TikTok. And basically all they do is dance. They have so many followers. They get engagements from companies. This person is established and identified himself as a dancer. And that is what they love doing. You know?
This has been a busy week. It has been a busy week on the taxation department of the country. That is the KRA. I'm sorry to mention this. And everybody is out there anapiga kapicha amechapa alafu anasema KRA msifikirie mimi ati nakuwa nimeomoka. Mimi niko hivi.
Yes, I've seen that.
Okay. Now, which are some of the legal requirements that will come with online business?
Opening a
or
business.
basically, mtu akiingia, anaweza ingia tena sasa KRA waanze kunitafuta.
Kabisa. Now we are being taxed online. Before, when I was doing the handbags, we could sell. You open your business. You're not worried that you'll be taxed. Now, taxation is real. The government has come. They have come online. So, back to, you need to know. That is a key thing. You need to be updated with what is happening with the type of business you open and the government. What is the correlation? Are there laws against what you're selling? You know, let's even give an example. You can't come to Kenya and then start selling uranium. Do you know it's illegal? You understand?
So you need to find out what is what
the
is
laws
legal in the market.
With the product you want to sell. That's back to research. Then again, you should know online is being taxed. All the products that we are placing, we have to pay VAT. The same way when I go to when I'm supplying maybe to a supermarket or I'm doing, for example, distribution, I have to give in the VAT. You have to calculate, yes. So we are being taxed. Third of all, with, for example, someone who wants to open a business, yes, and you don't have much and you just want something simple, start with what you have. Start with the capital you have. Find out the niche, yes, your product, place it online. Then go back and do research on what will be required of you as you proceed. 5 years, 3 months, what is the government asking you to do? Are they going to come and ask you for this and that? Then again, you need to register your business. Don't just stick to online and you've not gone to the government and registered. That is also a service that we offer. We register businesses.
So the online business should be registered?
Yes. You need to be registered. You need to be established. Don't just follow the right procedure. Yes, be open to the government. That way you can do, when at the end of the year, you can actually audit how much have I made, what losses have I made, is this a sustainable business, you know. So don't run away from the government. The government isn't so bad. Like right now, they're even offering digital free training, right? So courses from Ajira, you need to get into that. Don't run away from the government.
Okay, you mentioned Jira and the kind of courses they offer. Are they done online? Or
Yes,
is it just
that's the best part. All these courses, you can get them for free online. Yes, there are those where you charge and there are those where you're free. But the government is giving free.
So Christine says that uko online pia kuna kanjo.
Kuna kanjo. Kuna kanjo. Yes.
So it's important that you register. So from Christine, that if you're going to get into online business, do something authentic, make sure that you do the registration, get the government involved, let whatever that you are doing, at least people are informed, the government knows what is happening here, and
even I can trust you. I can trust you when you have followed the right process of the government, the right procedure.
Okay.
Even the client will be able to see, this guy is established. You know, they're doing the right thing. See chini ya maji. So don't run away from the government.
Is it a must for somebody that is running an online business to have a physical location?
No. I have done many businesses without a physical, many. Yes. Yes, you just have to be trustworthy. Yes.
Now, how do you help this person, this client, this customer who is so worried anajua tu hii kitu ni ya wakora hapa hii inakuwa tu ya wakora tu. How do you help such a person?
Someone who thinks digital is a scam. Now, that is the tricky part. This is why when I'm talking about digital, I really insist on following the right procedure. When you earn the trust of a client, you get referrals and more clients from that. If I break the trust of one client, I don't know if, Ms. Andigo, you've seen where after you've gone to a website and you've bought something, it gives you reviews at the bottom.
Yeah.
And clients come and write, shoddy company, slow service. It's real. People, yes, yes. I don't even want to mention brands. But sasa, kwa hiyo kuna wale bado wanasema ukweli. Unaona? So, there are so many scams. I don't deny. But advice to someone who is starting those businesses, just be trustworthy. That way you earn more clients. If you're fake, you are not sustainable. After very few months, you'll have to start looking for a new business to scam people. You know. And even that's why you hear, even clients need to be trained. Even anyone needs to learn digital skills. That way you can identify even like a picture that does not belong to this person. You go through the pages, you're like, you go to the website, there are things that just don't marry. Yes.
Okay, as we get to wind up, there is something that I want to basically get from you. How do I secure, for example, I'm in online business, how do I secure my business? This is for example, nowadays we have when you put up your business, for example, now Wema, you'll find out there are CCTVs, pale tumeweka Sonja, and all that kind of a thing. How can you be able to secure an online business? Because there are so many things you'll hear of. Especially those people that are on, purely online. You'll hear that something was happening, then it was hacked.
Yes.
It was hacked. So at the end of the day, somebody was out there doing something so good, but ukora ikaingia pale. Now, is there a way that we can be able to secure business online?
Yes. So this is whereby many companies actually outsource from other companies that do cybersecurity.
So there is something like cybersecurity.
Yes. So these are companies that come in, they install softwares that protect data on your computers. You understand? So for example, you'll see an email that comes in to your, maybe even spam, and you're curious, you want to open, it says, click here. Click here to see, to even download, just to download a document. Where una click innocently. Everything shuts down. Umaliza kampuni yote. Imagine. So this is whereby you engage companies that involve cybersecurity. They protect your data, they protect your company, they protect your softwares, all this. That is why it is important for people to learn what is trending, what is digital. Don't just open a company, it's making money. 5 years down the line, you're established, you've employed people. One day, someone does one wrong thing, everything goes down. Yeah, so it's important.
And then you will find that some of these, like you're saying, that so many advertisements out there. Then at the moment somebody, you try to get into it, then it actually goes down with your everything. That is everything that you have. Now, still on cybersecurity, I wish to ask that how is the client also going to be protected on this? How is the client protected?
The customer, like for example, if I have a business, so my client, so once I engage the cybersecurity, they're able to protect my clients and myself. Because it's two-way. So once they install these softwares, it works both ways. It costs you. It actually costs a lot of money, but it's something that I would advise. So many companies engage.
Okay, so we getting it from, and I tell you, we can't get enough of Christine and what we are learning, and it is good. She says that it is working. Actually, I'm shocked that you can have a business that is purely online without a physical location. Because in most cases, I've just hand people, you know, in business, and then you hear our office is in this place, this and this place. So, and I'm so encouraged. And I think our young people out there, they're also getting to learn that unaweza kuwa mtu wa kinyozi, uko na machine tu, lakini utakuwa unatembelea watu, lakini hakuna mahali umeweka.
Yes.
You know, you are just marketing yourself. Unatoka from this customer, unatoka Githurai,
Yes.
unaenda Nakuru, unatoka.
Yes.
But as much as you are trying to market yourself, and then you also understand that at the end of the day, what you just need is somebody to make some clean and good money. So I'm just going to give Christine an opportunity to do a parting shot, and we'll be back on Saturday. There is something that we still need to get more from Christine, but that will be happening probably on our next Saturday in our next show. I'm just going to welcome you to do your parting shot at our young people.
Wow. So this is what I'm going to say. If you're at home and you don't have a job and you don't have money, don't just sit there. Get yourself a product, get yourself a service, get something that you can sell, open your pages and run with it. Just run with your vision. Don't sit still. Run with it. Thank you.
Yes, don't sit still. Don't just remain there. Christine says that don't just be there. Get down to do something. Don't misuse your smartphone on downloading unnecessary stuff. She says that you can move on, we can make it. She says that if you are in a place with some good internet, with some electricity, with a smart gadget, then you can get rolling, you can get moving even without a lot of money. You just need to be curious enough, and then you are going to go into this digital world, into this digital generation. And she says that if you are not going to get into this, soon and very soon you will be irrelevant in the business world. So as much as we want to do so many things, make sure you get digital. That is from Christine, and it is important that as we do it, she says that we do it right, because the government is also involved in this, and it is good we do it smart and we do it well. We get our businesses registered, online business, because she says that it is doable, it is possible, it is working, it has worked for her and very many other companies. So it is possible and it can work. So to our young people, please get out there. Don't just usijaze tu mapicha kwa Facebook na Instagram, while you should be doing something profitable that could help you and your generations to come. So that has been our show, and we are so glad, we are so happy that you are always there with us. Keep tuned in to Wema TV every Saturday in our program Dialogue at the Well at 6 p.m. and we will be there to get impacted, and every moment, and also all our social media handles. Stay tuned as we get to learn, as we get more skills and what we need for now and for the generations to come. It has been a pleasure having you as our viewer. Have a nice evening and God bless you. We love you.